Stephen Biegun arrived in South Korea just over an hour ago to meet with his counterpart Lee Do-hoon. Upon landing here in Seoul, he read out a surprise statement that the nuke envoy has prepared. Lee Do-hoon has our top story.
Moments after his arrival Wednesday at the airport, U.S. Special Representative for North Korea Stephen Biegun said the U.S. will review its policies on humanitarian assistance for North Korea so that aid can be delivered without hurting the sanctions' effectiveness.
Toward that end, upon my return to Washington, D.C. next week, I've been directed by Secretary of State Pompeo to review United States policy on humanitarian assistance provided to the DPRK by private and religious American organizations.
Biegun said that humanitarian aid organizations operating on the North are concerned that the strict enforcement of sanctions has sometimes gotten in the way of delivering humanitarian aid to the North Korean people. He added that he will be sitting down with those groups early next year to discuss how to better ensure that aid is delivered, especially this winter. This would include possibly allowing American citizens to travel to the North to help with delivery and to monitor aid programs. The surprise announcement comes as Biegun arrived for a 4-day visit to Seoul to hold a series of talks with the Special Representative for Korean Peninsula Peace and Security Affairs Lee Do-hoon. The two will have their first meeting on Thursday, in which they will resume their discussion on North Korea's denuclearization, including the results of recent contacts between Pyongyang and Washington, as well as strategies on the nuclear issue for next year. The two diplomats will meet again on Friday, but this time as the heads of the South Korea-U.S. Working Group on North Korea. This is the second time the group is meeting face-to-face, the first time being last month when Lee visited Washington. In two separate sessions, the group will cover issues regarding North Korea's denuclearization negotiations, the inter-Korean exchanges, and working within the sanctions framework. Biegun is also expected to meet with Seoul's unification minister and possibly officials at the Blue House as well. 이지원, 아리랑 뉴스.